Hello, let's talk about synchronicities, alignment, flow state, all my favorite things. I have a couple of wild stories for you around magic. And everything that I do is around manifestation and magic and how to get your system into alignment so that you are actually getting the things that you truly want and not what your subconscious is pushing away or trying to pull in. So your conscious and subconscious are totally aligned. So yesterday I had to create a lot of these YouTube videos and I just didn't feel the inspiration, and I was shaming myself and feeling guilty and feeling bad and like I have to do this, and I was trying to force it. I really was trying to force it and I was exhausted. I have had such an intense time here in New York, good, bad, all the things. And now really, 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 really good, really expansive, but it's been a lot, and I just needed to rest and I just wouldn't let myself rest. And I was like, okay, this is not working. What do I need? Let me connect to my intuition. Let me listen to my body. And first I was like, I need to go for a coffee. So I was like, okay, got dressed, looked good. I was like, yes, I'm going to make this video actually. So then I started click record and started talking. The energy wasn't there. It was just like I was really forcing it. And here we say pleasure instead of pressure, doing it with pleasure instead of pressure. And I was forcing it. So flow state doesn't come from force, it comes from alignment. I was totally out of alignment, but I was also in scarcity of time. Who's ever experienced that? Scarcity of time and money. That really pops you out of alignment. What is even alignment, you might ask? So I love to explain alignment in a way that, have you ever traveled or have you ever had these moments of synchronicity, being at the right time, at the right place, these epiphany moments just in time? This is alignment. And you can actually live 100% in alignment, in flow state, your whole life. I've done it. I do it. It's possible. It really is. And I teach how to, right? So this video is going to give you a lot of information, some tools, because what you must understand is the way that our society works and operates, it is designed to keep you forcing and stuck, not to live a life of alignment and abundance. Everything that I've done to study, I've studied human behavior, I have a psych degree, I've done so many different trainings and courses because I'm obsessed with this. What I've found is that everything we have been taught is opposite of ease and flow. Like if you want to be in flow state, you literally have to do not what society is telling you to do. And that's really hard because you have the conditioning from your family, from the collective, from society, and you're like, am I allowed to do this? Then you're questioning, then you're spiraling into shame, guilt, worry down, and then you're leaking energy. So it's the system is designed so good to keep you stagnant and small. And even if you're a billionaire, it manages to put you into this scarcity where you need to hoarder and have more, and you're never satiated, right? And that feeling of never being satiated, that chase, amplification of intensity. What if you could just be satiated? What if you get to enjoy everything in life? Like I lay in bed and I'm like, holy motherfucking fuck, thank you, universe. I am so grateful for every second of my life. Because you're an entrepreneur, thought leader, change maker, and you've created some incredible things. But if you cannot enjoy them, you're going to constantly be chasing, right? And if you haven't created that, you need to look at the resistance. What's keeping you small? What's keeping you stagnant from actually fulfilling on your mission purpose? So then I curled up on the couch and it felt so good to just curl up. And I realized I just needed to go back to sleep. I just woke up from a nap and I was satiated. I needed more. So I went and I tried to sleep, but I couldn't. And I realized I haven't given myself much pleasure. So I did this beautiful self-pleasure ritual, which should be your daily, at least weekly practice, because connecting to your body is actually clearing and activating your body wisdom, the oracle. right? It's nourishing you. Now I've been go, go, go. And it was so good. It actually nourished me so much. I didn't need the sleep. I woke up from this, like, I got up and I had a steam. And then I was like, you know what? I just need to give my day off. And everything was saying, no, you cannot. You do not have time. You have all these things to do that you're avoiding. And for me, it's so much more important to live in alignment than I have really high integrity, but sometimes things aren't meant to be done in that time. Something else is meant to happen. So instead, I was like, okay, I'll just rest and then go to the museum. And I sat at a Rothko and just felt things. And then Frida Kahlo was exhibited there, and that was so special. And then I had a really expansive dinner with this friend who is just blew my mind in investments. And I'm like, oh my God, this is possible. Like, and I have some crazy stories because, so what happened yesterday? I was in the morning in incredible alignment. I was on top of the world. I was high, like streets signs were changing for me green. Like I was doing a voice message, and then when I needed to know it was the right thing, like something bad happened that morning. I got a really bad, unsettling text, and I didn't care because I knew it was all going to work out. Then I went to the five rhythms, and then it all went to shit. And at the beginning of last month, I made a promise that I'm going to live a life in total alignment, no matter how hard it is. And you might have heard my other stories of it's been testing me. And again, it tested me. Like I had to tell my friend I need silence and alone time. And then I felt all these, like, I was just energy leaking because I was so worried about her and what is she going to think and blah, 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 and that doesn't help. When you make the choice and then you're obsessing over it, you're still leaking the energy. But I sent a beautiful follow-up, and then she was okay and everything was perfect. But I was so disoriented. Like I walked in the wrong direction twice. I've lost my water bottle at the thing. Like I was out of it. And then I tried to work. It wasn't working. It was like my body was telling me, like, you need to rest. You need to go to bed because you have the museum, you have your friend, and then you have this party. Like you do not have the capacity. And I've just been meeting so many people. So I totally got out of alignment. And then when I found myself on the couch curled up, I was like, okay, this is what I need. And then I just followed my body's wisdom, didn't do any work. But this video wouldn't be this good if I filmed it yesterday, because I didn't have the story I'm about to tell you. Actually, true. 3. So I'm on my way to meet this incredible woman. Oh no, I'm on the way to the MoMA, to the museum. And I am feeling good. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. And I'm in a rush as always, like, because I'm just like, come on, stop walking slow, guys. Let's go. Let's go. I love walking fast. Or actually, I just hate being stuck behind people. So I'm walking and I feel like my headphones fall out. And I checked my headphones there. Okay. So that was bizarre. It was weird. It was some weird thing. And I remember what happened was, like, I was walking behind these people and they were slow and I overtook them. And then as I was leaving the gate, I had this thing where I lost my headphone, but I didn't. And I was like, what happened? So I quickly get out and you go up the stairs. So I'm walking up the stairs. I pop out. I'm like, where am I? Trying to orient myself. And then there's this food truck and he's like, hey, can I help you? And I'm like, yeah, where's 6th Ave? And then I go to my ear and I realize I only have the back of the earring. This thing, stop, like, but not the earring, not this thing on the back of my ear. And I'm like, my earring. And as I say that, I say, my earring. I turn my head, and it's the couple. And they're like, we found your earring. We left it downstairs with the ticket guy. I don't know if you can understand just the crazy like emotional experience of like the biggest wink from the universe. I was like, holy fuck, I'm in alignment. I'm back in. I'm cracked in. Because I was like the shock, like, fuck, my earring. And then as I turn, they're right there looking at me like, we found your earring. And I'm just like, whoa, goosebumps, full body goosebumps. I'm like, holy fuck. Because, like, what the fuck? This gets stays. I'm like, this is cosmic joke from the universe. Like, and I love these earrings at my grandma's, and they really like, I don't have much jewelry with me while traveling, and they really they go with my necklace. So that would have been very sad. I already lost my water bottle that day, and I couldn't handle another loss, really. Um, but they found it, and they put it in a place that if I went back and they didn't tell me, I would never, ever, 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 ever have found it. So it was just divinely guided. Like, so this is, I wanted to tell you this story. There's more crazy shit happening, but I wanted to tell you this story just so you know, like I share in Skoda, my mystery school, which means mischief. It's that magic and miracles all around us. We just need to open our eyes. So I could have just went on and been like, oh, cool. Yeah, I didn't lose my earring. But I was like, the way it felt in my body, like you had these moments where you're like, oh, I was like, oh my God, I'm in alignment. And then I was like listening to something, and I was just like, I have to walk in silence and just receive the magic of this moment. And some of you might be like, dude, it's just an earring. I mean, for me, it had a lot of sentimental value. So it wasn't just an earring. I've lost some shitty earrings I bought for like $5, but this is like sentimental stuff. But it's not about the earring, it's about the moment of synchronicity. The my earring, and I turn and they're right behind me. So I want to highlight these magical moments so that you actually look up, not tunnel vision on your bullshit or obsession, worry, doubt, shame, overthinking. It's not working for me. And you look at like how it always is working for you, and how the biggest gift is actually to pause, to breathe, and to surrender. Because earlier that day, 5 rhythms, I ended up with my head on the floor surrendering because I was like, I don't know what's going on. Help me. And when I don't know what's going on and I'm like, help me, I listened to the book, The Surrender Experiment, just an extract, just to remind me, surrender, let go. Let go of the grip. You are so held. Keep sharing your desire. Keep focus on what you want, but let go of how it's going to happen. Let go of the control, because the control and the attachment is what causes suffering. So I have to let go of that water bottle, because if I'm attached to it, it's painful. If I let it go, it's just gone. It's gone, and it's no big deal, but it is. For some reason, sometimes we get a little bit attached to random shit, right? So have love and acceptance and compassion that we do that. So then I go to the museum, total synchronicity, finding everything, finding Frida, getting in time, seeing Oliver, getting to the restaurant, finding my friend, having the best time, and not thinking that we're going to have a 3-hour dinner. So I didn't bring any clothes. I was semi-wearing the right shoes, but could be better. I just didn't have anything that was needed for the party. I texted my friend who I was going with, and she never responded to me. But the night before, my friend told me how she's been raving by herself. And I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to go rave by myself. So I find how to get there. And I'm like, see, my friend actually is coming. She's going. And she's good too. Like, she does shit on her own. So it's like, if I bail, she bails. It's fine. There's no attachment. So she's on her way. I'm like, I'm on my way. And then I realized, fuck, I probably need my ID. I don't have my ID. I remember this happened once. I went out in Brooklyn and I had to freaking go back to Manhattan because I forgot my freaking ID. So I don't have my ID. And I'm like, maybe I should go back. And I'm looking at the time and I'm like, oh, it's going to take an hour extra. And then I see that my ticket says I have to get in before 11 and it's 10:30. I'm like, so I'm like, okay, I'm just going to go because it's only half an hour. And then it's only half an hour to get back. So I'll go. If I don't get in without the ID, I'll just go back. If I'm meant to go, I'll go. So I get on the train and everything is going good. I have to change trains though. And I'm like, it's a big walk because it's a 1 to L. And I'm rushing. It's like 2 minutes. I'm like, yes, I'm going to get on. And then I get down and I get into the train that's about to leave. And then I realize it's the wrong direction. So I'm going in the wrong direction. And I'm like, fuck. I nearly missed the second train because it's like goes to the end stop and then goes back. And I thought it was on the other side, but someone was waving at me and I didn't know if they were waving at me. Anyway, I got on the train and now I'm late. Like now I'm getting there after 11. I have no idea. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, was that a sign to go back? Like, and I'm sitting there and I'm sitting there. And I think to myself, Dasha, you know miracles happen. What is the miracle that you want to create right now for yourself? And I'm like, well, I want to get let in on my screenshot of my passport and on that ticket. And I'm like, it's going to happen. If I'm meant to be there, I'm meant to be there. And I actually have energy, guys. It's 10:30. Normally I'm like, I need to go to bed. I'm asleep. But that dinner was so expansive. It was so enriching. This is so important. This is like a really important part. Surround yourself with people that give to you, that it's reciprocal. Like you hang out and you feel full. You don't feel depleted. Like you've been holding space the whole time and you have to, they're like sucking your energy with their bullshit. It's like they're contributing to the magic. So I'm alive and I'm like, I actually want to go. I want to go. So I'm on this train and I'm like, fuck, okay, well, I would have to be a manifesting queen. And guys, you don't always get what you want. So I had to just let go of the attachment and be okay with not getting it at all. Going all that way, wasting that time. But this is another lesson. It's like you never know what's going to pay off. Right? So if you talk yourself out like, oh, it's not going to work, it's not going to work. But if you tell yourself it's going to work and then it doesn't, it's like, well, it didn't. At least I tried. So, and I had a feeling it was going to work because I felt like I had to be there. I don't know why. So I'm walking to the thing and it's like big security guards. I'm like, fuck, there's actual like ID checking men. And I'm like, oh God. I look at the time, it's 11. It's 11:11. Yeah, shit, you not. It's 11:11. I don't realize it's 11:11. I'm like, fuck, I'm so late. But now as I tell the story, it's so funny. It was 11:11. You cannot make this shit up. Like the universe creates the most magical, miraculous stories for you. I literally live these every day. And I'm going to be telling you crazy miracle stories from now on just because I want you to understand how magical it is. I shared all the crazy miracle stories of money magic from my clients, and I'm going to keep doing it because I want to share up my clients' stories because their lives, you cannot make this shit up as well because they plug into that frequency of magic and miracle, right? Like one of my clients who's an artist, she was so stagnant. And just from signing up to work with me one-on-one, she's flowing, her energy is flowing. So it could be that easy. It's all about energetics. Anyway, so standing there, I'm like, on the train, I was like preparing, screenshotting my passport. So it was ready for, and he's checking everyone's ID. And I'm like, I don't even say anything. I'm like, this is my passport. And he looks and he's like, his face is like, what the fuck? So firstly, my passport was taken right after I shaved my head. I actually got photos before shaving my head. So then I would not have my shaved head photo for 10 years. But alas, it was the wrong size. So I have no hair. He's like looking. And I think he's like, what the fuck? No. And he says something, and I'm like, okay, thank you. And I walk in, and the guy checks me. I have to empty my water. I'm in to a club without an ID on the screenshot. I don't even know if he was gonna let me in, but I decided he was. So next, it's past 11. My ticket doesn't work. So I go to the lady that's checking me in. And I'm like showing her my phone, the email, but it doesn't give me the QR because I need the app and I don't have the app. And I'm just like, it doesn't have the QR because I don't have the app, but this is the ticket. And on the ticket, it's like no entry after 11. And I'm like, oh, fuck. And she's like, And I'm like, but this is my name. And she's like, okay, let me just take a photo of it. So she takes a photo of my thing, my phone email, and I'm in. I get in there and I'm trying to find my friend. I don't know where to find her. I'm like, okay, it's fine. I'll just stand here and it will all work out. And then I see another friend that wasn't meant to be there. And I'm like, and I'm walking towards him and I hear this dash up. Someone grabs me. I turn around. It's my friend. We find each other. We're like freaking out. I'm so high right now. Like, because I've just had this adrenaline rush of miracle. Like, is it going to work? Is it going to work? Am I going to get into it? Get turned around? Oh my God, this big guy's definitely going to turn me around. I need fucking ID. I don't have an ID. To like, I got it in the most miraculous way. Like, what the fuck? Right? And so I have the most epic night. They had like amazing dances. Like, oh my God, I thought ecstatic dance was good, but this shit, fuck. Now I'm like, I want to move to New York. Literally, this party, I'm like, I need to go again. Like, it's insane. I don't know. New York is seducing me so much. And I want to tell you guys, I have a lot of crazy stories where magic is real. And I want to tell you, like, you don't always get what you want because I'm going to tell you the final story of the night. So you're not like, oh, yeah, whatever, Daphne, you always get what you want. I don't. I don't. I don't always get what I want. And I'm okay with that because this is something better. And sometimes what you want is not what actually is destined for you. I always love that meme where you want like, you're asking the universe for a flower, but actually the universe has like a bouquet. and you're willing to settle for that tiny crumb where you can have the whole cake. So I'm standing there and this man comes up. Okay, guys. So I'm gonna fuck. So manifesting. So I'm manifesting this sexy, I'm like, have a thought. I'm like, maybe I should have a sexy romance. So I've been in New York for a whole month. I haven't had any romance. I haven't had any desire. It's like my intuition have been guiding me into business and building business. Was when I was in Perth and I was like, I need to focus on my business. It was just like dating. And then my business was like fucking not doing good, let me tell you. And that really stressed me out. And then being here is just like abundance. But like dating is not the thing that's meant to happen. And I'm like okay with that. But last night I had a thought. And then like this man that I was manifesting comes to me. He's standing there, he's looking hot. And I don't know what's happening, but we kind of start having this connection and we're smiling and we're flirting. And he's dressed in this really sexy shirt and he has these like black pants that are like leather and these shoes and he looks good. He just looks like such a fucking vibe and he's tall and dark and I'm like, oh my God. And I think to myself, okay, so I had a romance with a man last time in New York. And I have this funny thought that I'm like, okay, so I manifested an apartment in Manhattan last time I was here. That was like, I was so deeply grateful, but it was like, meh. And now I manifested a penthouse. And I'm like, I manifested a lover last time. And now I'm like, maybe I get yeah, this is my mind. I'm being really vulnerable. But that's who I am. I'm just constantly creating, flowing, following that current of pleasure. And I'm like, maybe this time I get to manifest an even better lover, even taller, even hotter. And anyway, I think he ends up being gay. I think clearly, like, and it was really like I have a really bad gaydar because I really love fashion, and I think like gay men just dress like I think all men should. But in the end, I actually did manifest two very tall, very dark, very good looking, well kept men that were like flirting with me, like openly, like grabbing me, like, hey, are you leaving? What's your name? Um, And when I was back at home in the jacuzzi, I was thinking like, was that what did I push away the thing I wanted because it wasn't how I wanted it? And I was trying to control it so much. So I sat with that. And sometimes you will sit with that kind of question. And for me, that man that started talking to me was good looking, well kept, but during the night, he kept walking through the dance circle. Like it was like it wasn't just once, it was like ongoing. And he was really disrespectful. And I was like, ugh, that's gross. And later in the jacuzzi, I was like, maybe he's trying to get my attention, but it was just put him in a bad light. And then I was just like not attracted to that energy. Like it was gross. Um, and then his friend flirted with me, and it was like 3 p.m. And I still didn't know that the guy was gay. So I was like, I have my eyes set on someone else. And it was late, and yeah, so it's funny, right? We don't always get what we want. We don't always get what we want. Most of the time, it's like 10 times better. And sometimes, well, it's always better. It's always what you need, you know? So I hope you enjoyed this video of my crazy New York stories. And I hope it's inspired you to start listening to your body, start listening to these little whispers, and to amplify the little whispers with celebration and attention. Like, oh my God, I created this, right? And you can share it with your friends. You know, the more I share these stories, the more they become real, the more people will share their stories back, and we create this bigger field of magic and miracle. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do share it with your friends. If this was inspirational, comment, like, share. Love you all so much. Thank you. Bye.